Right here, we have our two 36-volt batteries that I had from an extra project. I bought the series connector off Amazon and the adapter. With the adapter, I have this anti-arc cable connected to the far driver, which is in this waterproof bag. The cable management isn't the best, but I'll fix all that when I take it all off. I have the normal battery plugged in right now, which is a 72 volt 20 amp hour. This one came in a metal case from Amazon. Both of them fit in this bag that's strapped to the frame. I got some padding under here. These two batteries together are only 8 amp hours, so it only gives me an extra maybe like 10 miles. They're not in parallel with this battery. These two are just in series. I got the two small batteries plugged in, charging right now. When they're fully charged, they're like 84.3 volts or something like that. And then when this one is fully charged, it's 84.3, I think exactly the same. With the 20 amp hour battery, it's pushing around like 100 amps. Maybe peaks up at like 160, maybe 190. These two batteries can only put out like 30 amps, which I can get like 35, 40 miles an hour. The big battery, I can get up to like 50, 55 without pushing them both too hard. And one of the reasons I'm switching everything over is back here. This is how I have my suspension set up. And up here is not the correct angle for it. I think I need to move it back towards somewhere on that bar for the seat, under the seat, because it's putting too much torque at the end. That's the MX650 frame that I got for like $100 off Facebook Marketplace. I'm gonna be switching everything over, like I said. And it's primarily for the rear suspension on this setup. The pivot points and like the shock itself is too far back on the bike, which puts way too much torque and pressure on the end right here. And I learned that the hard way because when I went out, I bent this one. Like, look how bad that is. I don't even know what this one's rated for. It came with the frame, but I took it out to test the double battery, and when I did, I had that one installed, and the bushings are terrible on it, which gave it just enough wiggle room that when I hit the throttle, my swing arm went that way forward and kind of bent that a little bit. And then when I hit the bump, I came back down, and it was just enough to fully bend it the rest of the way, basically. I don't know how I saved it because I felt the entire bike just give out from under me when I hit that bump. And I just happened to like jump up, put both my feet out, catch myself, and we just slid to a stop, me and the bike. I don't know if I covered everything, but yeah, the far driver's in there, the waterproof bag, there's two batteries. These two are in a series, 36 volts, equal to 72. That's a 72 20 amp hour. I have a 3-speed selector and a key switch, mirrors, handlebars. That's my headlight. That goes to my horn and my turn signals. I do have a thumb throttle. I like it. It's set really nicely to where I can coast at like 5 miles per hour. Yeah, I wanted to try the thumb throttle. I like it so far. I got it tuned to where you can coast pretty easily at 5 miles per hour or like 10, and it's not touchy at all or jumpy. The speed kind of picks up in the mid-range. I have hydraulic brakes in the back. Had to weld that bracket on because it was on the other side that I cut off. And I just got regular cable brakes in the front right now. Front is a 14-inch wheel. Rim came with the bike. I bought the tire off Amazon. The back is 12 inches. I am curious to see how this is going to look on the Razor. I don't think I've ever seen a 12-inch hub motor on a Razor before. I don't even know if it's going to fit. Maybe I can buy a bigger tire for it or something. Alright, so next video I'm going to be taking everything off this bike and switching it over to the MX650 frame. Kind of just getting a mock setup of how everything's going to work. Hopefully we get lucky and everything kind of fits nicely. We don't got to do a lot of modification to the frame or buy a whole bunch of new parts for it. Here's the motor. So I got this motor off Amazon. I'll try to link it in my bio. It says 48 to 96 volts, 800 to 6,500 watts. I'm only pushing like 3,600 right now. I don't know if it could take that much. It's an Amazon motor. The tire size is 12.5 by 2.25. So I could probably fit up to like 2.75 for the width. I don't know how much power this motor could take. I can push it more when it's on the Razor frame. There we go, focus. Also, quick cutaway. At the end, I do have some footage of me riding with the double battery pack to test it. And I also screen recorded the Far Driver app so you can see how many watts and how many amps it's pulling. At first I was looking at the wrong amps. I was looking at like the phase current line amps, and I thought it was the amps that were being pulled from the battery, and it was jumping up to like 60. So I thought I was pushing it too far, but it wasn't. The current tab that's just labeled current is what you're supposed to be looking at for the battery. And if you watch in the footage, I don't really ever reach above 20. I could turn it up to its 30 amps that it could take continuous and get some extra speed out of it. I might not. I don't know. I probably will. It's fine how it is. It works. It definitely gets me where I need to go for the speed and adds extra range. So we'll keep testing. We'll see how it does. So that's it for now. I think I covered everything except for the drop pegs that I have on there and the seat, and I want to change the seat also. But we'll have everything on the Razor, so we're not going to worry about that right now. So stay tuned for the next video while we take all this apart.